Welcome to the On Pace podcast. Today we are talking with Seb Weiss, a marathoner from France. Originally starting to run shorter distances in 2005 for his health, he decided to build himself up to a half marathon in 2017 and finished it on 18 February 2018. After that, his goal was set on a full marathon, in which he completed and officially became a full-length marathoner on October 14th, 2018. How are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm thanks.
So why'd you start running, and why did you build up towards becoming a marathoner? What was the inspiration behind that?
Yeah, I was as young guy. I was a soccer player. I'm a former soccer player, and I hated running. Stand on each training, it was just awful for me just to run around the state, and so it was really awful. And each time I just wanted to play soccer and nothing else, but no need to run. It was no need for me. And now I know that a lot of people at the beginning hate running. It's it's like that. And then I played soccer. Um, at 28 years. It was in 2005. And then I stopped the soccer. And then I thought uh, I had a neighbor who was a runner. And
Yeah.
he he runs every day. And one day I told to him, if you want, I go with you just for one time, one run. And I told him, but cool, I'm bad, I don't like that. And we ran approximately 8 kilometers. And then I told him, if you want, I come back tomorrow. And that was my first real run as a runner. And then it was just the beginning, because since then I'm a runner. uh, 14 14
Four-
years now.
14
Yeah,
years. And that's pretty much how everybody starts running. They hated it, and then they
yeah,
have like one, whether they want to change their health or they want to I don't know, just try something
yeah,
new, and then they get out there and they do it for a bit, and then they feel great after, and then so they just keep running, and then that's it. They
yeah.
they end up
That's
like yourself
that's
doing.
absolutely the fact. Yeah. And I just stopped running uh, 3 years because I had illness now. And I'm it was for me it was difficult now. Because when you are a runner and you like and you love running every day, and then when you have to stop, and just when you have health problems, it's awful. And one moment in my life, I thought, it's possible. I One day I could never stop running again. And I just want to run. and one day, when the doctor said, "It's okay, you can run. You are good health. It's not a problem." And then my first run, it was just amazing. After 3 years, I was like a child who ran for the first time. And I thought, oh, it could be difficult, but I tried. And I ran 5 kilometers. I was just I never was so tired. I was just, it was awful. But it was the first run. And it was for me maybe the best run, like a dream. It was the best run I ever had, because it was wonderful to run, to have the pleasure to run, because it was a real passion. And for me it was magnificent. And since then, it's now since 2 years I'm running every day, and it was 5 kilometers, then 10, 12, and slowly, even more. And one day I thought a half marathon. Why not? Why not? I I could try, and I tried it, and in the 2 or 3 months training, I got it, and and then I thought half marathon. Okay, why not? But I'm now 41, near to 42 years. Why not 42 kilometers? And why not try a marathon? And then I had the silly idea. uh, I will prepare a marathon before I had 42 years, and it was just a bet, a simple bet. And so I tried, and I trained and had it in October 2018.
So
And
you're 42 years old and you did your first 42 kilometers.
yeah, exactly. It was just a bet, a simple bet, but it was just not the fact to reach a marathon, to make 42 kilometers. It was more the fact that I was a simple runner, like everybody, like everyone, and just for me, 10 kilometers was extremely big, and I thought, uh, okay, why not, and even more. And finally, and especially thanks to Instagram, uh, I realized that many of the people who write to me uh, told me, "Wow, it's wonderful what you did, and how do you make to train every day, to have the passion, to have the motivation?" Uh, but even I'm surprised, because I'm just a simple man, like everybody, and I just like to I I, I try to reach my goals. uh, it's a fact. But but what I did, what I do every day, everyone can make it. And it was just okay. I have a goal. I have a dream. My first dream was a half marathon. Then my dream was a marathon. Now I'm training for a 53 kilometers trail in 3 weeks, and normally 76 kilometers in end of the year. Why not? It's just a bet. Yeah, we go.
So you're working towards becoming an ultra marathoner.
Yeah, it's you know, when one day, I don't know why, but I I was in my bed, and thought, yeah, marathon, that's a good idea. Why not? Why not? And now, after a few months, I think everybody could reach such a goal. It's not impossible. You just have to want it, to work for it, to try it, to train for, and it's not impossible. And that's the uh, the most important thing for me, that you can show everybody that's it's possible. And it's just a way to reach a goal, no?
Yeah, that's perfect words. Like everybody can set that goal to run a marathon or even an ultra marathon, because it's just, as long as you're not competing with other people, it's a realistic goal because everybody can work towards that.
Yeah, and personally, it's not the fact to make a marathon or 10 marathons in the year. It's not a goal for me. Since then, since my last marathon, I just, for example, I'm just training for trades now. And for example, I like to run here in this landscape here in France. And for me, when it's difficult, when you have to reach a mountain, a valley, and for me it's just perfect. And or when it's raining or something like that, it's just an awful condition. But but sometimes when it was yesterday I was running into the rain, and someone with the car was passing, and I thought he must thinking I'm crazy.
We're all
Why
crazy.
why must this guy running yeah now in this landscape in the rain? He must be silly. But yeah, it's a little bit mad. I know it, but if I think it's just a pleasure, and I love this every day.
So anybody that's just listening and not watching the YouTube, Seb is standing in a beautiful uh, area of where he does pretty much most of his training, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Because it's I'm living here in France, but I'm not far away from Germany, and I have a German name, as you know, and it's not only the name, because I love the German beers, and that's a good thing for training. No.
So you like to drink beer in your relaxing time after your runs?
Yeah, yeah. After each run, I drink a beer. It's just a need. No, yeah. No, I think uh, most of the time, and I was so before I ran a marathon. I thought you have to drink water. It's you have to be perfect in your nutrition, and so, but it's not the most important thing. If you drink a lot of water, you can all drink a beer after the run. It's not a problem. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's just yeah,
it's not gonna do anything too bad. As
not
it's
10 or 20s, of course. But anyway, if you want to drink one after the run, it's not a problem.
so you said you were sick before. What happened?
Uh, it yeah it was a problem with my body. One moment it was just impossible, and slowly I had problems uh, with you know what I mean, this uh, I don't find the word. I'm
Your
sorry. It's
your
uh,
stomach?
yeah, now a stomach. And then it was difficult to eat, and each time I just jump a little, it was impossible. It was very very injured, and I then one day I was at hospital, and they told me, yeah, now you sport is not good. Running is not good. I had a lot of meds, and it took 3 months, 3 months, yeah, to eat correctly, and it was very difficult to have the to take the time for me, because the doctor at the beginning said to me, you I know you can't do that, but please, you have to do it. Stay quietly at home, and not sport, no sport. And for me it was awful. And but anyway, it was I don't know, it was like a rebirth. It was like a rebirth, and for me, it's, yeah, now I want to do sport. Now I want to run, and I think I will never stop, never stop. The
Yeah.
for me, I wanted to die in a run. You know what I mean? That it's the best moment to die for me. Well, if I could choose one moment or to die, I would choose a moment, a run like here.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I wish I could go run there right now.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna run after that. Yeah.
So yeah, being sick like that must have really, really put your mind in a place like, wow, this isn't always going to be given. I'm not always going to be able to do what I want. So when you could start running again, that was it. You wanted to do the most you could do with it, right?
Yeah, that's right. You know, when mostly when I run, I just I'm free.
Yeah.
It's just a question of freedom. You are in a good mind, and you are in. Uh, it's a fact. It's sure you have to be in good health to run. It's clear. But if you have the chance to have the good health and to have the chance to run, to do other sports if possible, you just you are good, and you are free. You are free to do what you want. It's just your moment. And when I run, it's just my moment. I'm free, and I like this. I like that freedom. I think it's the most important thing. And as you said, when you are sick, when it's not a good moment in your life, you always think of this moment, and your only dream is to have such moments. And now I have the chance to could run, and I think it's just beautiful. It's not just the fact to have a, a race here in France or in Germany, to have a medal, to to tell everybody, yeah, I did 42 kilometers. No, it's not the fact. If you are a runner and you run 5 kilometers or 10 kilometers at the most, it's very good. It's perfect.
Yeah.
You are a runner like me. That's the most important thing I want to tell everybody who's watching now, because a lot I heard other runners, a lot of runners who tell who say, you are marathoner, you're a trailer, you have only a long distance run. uh, I'm just at 7 or 8 kilometers. I'm not as good as you, but it's something, I think it's something awful, because everybody is a runner. And if your goal is to reach a 10 kilometers in I don't know, 50 minutes or something like that, and you did it with 52 minutes, you are a very good runner.
Yeah.
Even if your goal isn't reached now, but it could go the next time, no? And I think it's very important that everybody uh, have in the mind that you could be a fantastic runner even if you don't do long distance runs. That's important.
Yeah, I think if you set a goal for to run a 10K race and you finish that 10K race, there's
Yeah,
nobody that can tell you different. You're a runner. You set a goal and you did it. And I know every single race I've been in, from 5K to 42, it's like they're all difficult, they're all hard. They all take time to train for.
yeah, yeah.
You,
Agreed. For example, for a half marathon in in 6 or 5 or 6 months, uh, I reached from 1 hours and 52 minutes to 1 hours and 39 minutes.
yeah, that's good.
That's a big difference. That's a big difference. But it was not really a goal at the beginning. It's not I must do uh, uh, less than 40, or I don't know how and how many. It's not important. But a lot of runners are each time on their on the chrono and
On the
looks, but
watch.
it's,
Yeah.
yeah, on the watch, and it's a little too much for me, because one day you are good, you don't know why, and then you have your PR from from 3 or 5 minutes, and sometimes you are just bad and you could do everything you want. It's not possible. It's not even possible, not at every time. It's just yeah, I want to, but is it possible today? I don't know. And that's fantastic in the running. When I'm just at the start from a race, I don't know. Will it be good? Will it be awful? I don't know. And it's just an amazing thing in my head. It's just a little stress. I don't know. I want to, but I don't know if I can. But it's good to work for something, to have a goal, and it's important but if you have the time, if you take the time to train per weeks, per month, and you could even be more better. It's absolutely sure.
Yeah. You can always get faster, or you can run longer distances, or
Yeah,
there's always somewhere to improve in running, and maybe it's just improve your health, and that's good enough goal for us as well. It's not We're not going to look down on you if you're just running to, make your life
yeah,
better.
yeah. And we always think about why is this man running a marathon in 2 hours, and why me in four? But it's yeah, but it's our body. Each body is different. Each man, each woman is different, and that's what it's fantastic in the sport, in running, and in life. Everybody has his his body, his health, his his capacity to reach something more faster than other, and it's absolutely fantastic in the sport, I think.
Yeah, I just love seeing people out there when you go to a marathon and there's a couple thousand people, and
Yeah,
you just see everybody running and working towards the same goal. And I don't care when they get to the finish line. I just so happy when people get there.
yeah, yeah,
It's
absolutely.
cool watching because you can see like every person that finishes that marathon, they're so happy, they're so proud, and because it's not
Yeah,
easy for anybody. It doesn't matter if you're running it in 2 hours or four. You're still out there and you still have to run 42 kilometers, and it's not fun
yeah.
for any.
And it's more the fact to pass the finish line.
Yeah.
It's just when it's to me it's the most important thing. If I have to take 20 minutes more, it's not a problem. But the finish line is the most important thing. I have to reach this, to finish the race. It's the most important thing. Like for example, I was on at my last race. I saw a man. Uh, he was my hero. He had a 72 years old,
Yeah.
and yeah, and it was just I think it was probably the last, I don't know, or in the last, but it was just so fantastic to see such a man with 72 years uh, to 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 cross the finish line. It was, for me, it was wow. Well, I want to be like that one day. Is it possible? Yeah, but it's just a dream to have the chance to run with more than 70 years. It's fantastic. That's to me, it's an example. Yeah, really.
Well, that's someone that's showing that all those people that say I'm too old to go run. It's like, no, you're not.
Uh,
This person's 72 and he's still finishing marathons, so you're not too old. You're
yeah,
just being lazy. Go get your shoes
yeah.
on and go for a run.
Totally agreed. Because I had to 3 months ago, I had to hear a friend who told to me with 40 years. Yeah, wow, 40 years. Oh, I'm too old now. I'm too old now, guy. Oh, what's the problem with you? You are too old now. Maybe 40 years. No, you can't tell something like that. It's just amazing for me, because I think personally with 42, uh, I have the same thing in my head as for 20 years ago. It's the same.
So
And
you
if
would
you have the chance, the help, it's perfect.
so you would say that you don't feel old at 42?
No, 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 not in my mind. No, and in running, yeah. Of course, I would run fast, in 10 kilometers, or yeah, I was probably fast 20 years ago, but now, I always think, yeah, man, you are 42. Look, look, this guy is, for example, 33. He's worse than you. No, it's not a. What's the problem? No, it's always a good thing. Personally, it's always a good thing to see that you are not so bad. When um, uh, last year, my first trail, um, I was 19th of, we were 340 or something like that. And I thought, hey man, you are 41 year, and you are 19th. It's not so bad, and it was my first. Then why must I be stressed, or or not in a good mood? Okay, it's okay. There are a lot who are better, but I'm not so bad. That's important to me, to
So
have a
why
good mind, a positive mind. Yeah, a positive mind.
so when are your two races coming up? You said it was, is it 53 or 56 kilometers?
Yeah, 53 kilometers, yes,
53.
a trail at the Mont Saint-Michel in France. And yeah, yeah. When I don't know, it was just a dream. Yeah, that's a beautiful race. Why not? Why not? And now I'm preparing this race, and sometimes I think, you man, you are crazy. 53 kilometers. It's probably more than 7 hours. I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot, but it's very exciting. It's very exciting to prepare something like that. And now I know that I will prepare 58 kilometers in Germany,
Yeah.
in August. And
August?
yeah, and then I could prepare it just after, in June and July. And it's just fantastic. It's exciting to know, yeah, I will prepare something others just after. And it's just exciting for me to think. I don't know how will go, how will be the race. It's difficult, not difficult. I'm not stressed. Don't think about it. I will see the day, the
Yeah.
D-Day. I will see the D-Day. And but it's just exciting to prepare. uh I'm very it's I'm in a very especially preparing weeks, no. Every day it's 10 kilometers, or sometimes in a really bad day, only 5 kilometers, and sometimes more. And it's just I don't want to, for example, to run 40 kilometers in my training, because it's too much. And I don't want to have because then you are too much tired, and it's not good for me. I want to be really good, uh, and not too tired, just to have the time to prepare this race, because it's on the 25th the 25th of May, in 3 weeks, and
Yeah, that's pretty
and
close. So you're
it's close, but it's good. It's good for the trains. It's good.
so you're starting to taper out for that race?
Yeah, it's probably my it will be my top kilometers. Not for long, but not for long. That's probably sure. Uh, I don't I don't know. One day, I don't know if it's it's the first time for this race, and probably the last. I don't know, but there are a lot of other races that I want to do, um, just for the fun, just for the passion, and this race is important for me because it's one of the most beautiful place in France, really, and I love it. It will be a very good race. It's
That's
important.
that's great. I think one day you'll be doing the 100-mile races, and it's just not going to stop
Um,
for you.
I, I I don't know really.
Yeah.
I'm not planning such long things because I'm more a runner of day after day running, and I don't know. I could probably have such crazy ideas. Yeah, it's possible. Yeah, I don't know, but I must have time to see exactly how this year will pass, and to see how it will the race really be fun or not, because I have to really have fun during the race, because I don't want to finish really in this position. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
if it's too much, I will stop then, and take other races. It's not only, yeah, I could try 100. Yeah, why not? Yeah, I think about it sometimes, but it's not. I have time. I have the time to look out for that.
Yeah. You'll figure it out. I
Yeah,
think after you do that trail race, you'll want to go a little bit farther, and after you do the next further one, you'll see how much further you can go, and
yeah,
that's how all ultra
exactly.
marathoners get started. It seems.
Yeah, exactly. And as you can see, when you are on the top, and then you go down, and then it's it's crazy. It's good. There are a lot of forests here. Uh, and it's fantastic to run in forest, if you know it, if you have the chance to run in the forest. It's wonderful. And uh, there are a lot of trails, but not so much, and I want to do a lot, and the more I can.
Yeah. Let people know a little message of inspiration. Give
Yeah,
somebody, let somebody know, like you said before, that you don't always have some time to be able to run. You might get sick one day.
yeah,
Let people know how you think about that.
yeah. It's if when you are in this when you are sick, and you want to reach something like running a half marathon, for example. You Then you have the in your head, it's not the same. You want it and you can't. And if one day you have the chance to try, then in your head you have a motivation that probably only people who had lots of problem can understand. That's probably sure for me, because uh, before all before I run, and before all this, I never thought, yeah, it's a chance it's a chance to do sport, to run just 2 kilometers. And I always think about all these people, all the people who everybody knows that we can that have the chance to do sport. It's very important. And I don't know if you had or you have like I had in the past people around me who couldn't do sport. I always thought, "Ha, and if one day uh, you can't you do sport anymore, then that's why the first day I ran after my illness, it was just something special. And I
Completely
thought that,
perfect.
yeah, it was just that's what I want to do. And I don't want to stop anymore if possible, if I had the health. And that's why I know, and I always said, when you have this motivation one day, you are just another person. Really, I think about it every day. Every day I think I have the chance to run, um, and even if I'm tired, when it's the case, when I'm tired, I always think, hey man, go, you have the chance to run, go, and don't think about something negative. And it's always a real motivation. And I know some people, some runners had such problems in the past, or have just such motivation. And it's very important to 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 when you can transmit uh, such thing. It's important. You have to do it. Oh, I don't know. I'm tired. No,
Now
because
get out there and do it.
get up, yeah, and do it. It's now. It's now and not tomorrow. You have to do it. Yeah, it's a really big motivation. That's for sure. And it's very important to for me to yeah, like an inspiration. Yeah, probably, I don't know, but it's just to to show. I'm yeah, I if I can, you can. It's the simple thing. If I can, you can.
That's good. All right,
Yeah.
let people know where they can find you, social media and whatever else you want to say.
Yeah, I'm I'm on Instagram, and on Instagram I'm RunnerSeb. Yeah, it's where I I I take photos every day of my running. And it's just I think it's just crazy. Instagram, it's fantastic to show everybody the run, the trains, your pics. And it's important for me to have especially good pics. You know what I mean? With just not only me. It's most yeah, the run, the landscape. It's important to show where I run and where I train every day. It's the most important thing. It's not me. The most important thing is where I run. It's important to me. And on Instagram, it's just a, um, a good thing to share your passion. I think it's very cool. Um, I'm I'm on Facebook too, and
Facebook.
I have an internet site, runnerseb.com. And I share every day what I can, the most.
Okay, awesome. So we have been speaking with Seb Weiss on the On Pace podcast. Thank you so much for coming on and sharing with us. You can find us at Instagram, Facebook, YouTube at On Pace Podcast, Twitter at Pace Podcast, and our website is www.onpacepodcast.com. Okay, thanks, man. See you.
Thanks. Bye.
Welcome to the On Pace Podcast. Welcome to the On Pace Podcast.